Dave Smith, fantastic to welcome you on the Steve Harris online radio show. Great to have
Thanks
you
for
with
having
us
me.
tonight, Dave. And I know you're going to tell us all about Spice. We're really intrigued about that. Looking forward to hearing some of the stories that you have to tell us. And also, I understand there's a little bit of a offer going out to listeners tonight as well. So it'll be as well they stay tuned for this fantastic offer that you're going to tell us about. Dave, over to you.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you very much for asking me, Steve. Lovely to be on your show.
Pleasure.
And yeah, sure, I'm more than happy. In fact, my favourite thing in the world is to talk about spice. It's been my life for the last 30 years. It's a little thing that I started 30 years ago that sort of grew and grew, and now there's about 11, 12,000 members around the UK. In the various branches. We're actually best understood as an adult youth club, if you like.
Okay.
It was something that I wanted to join a club that wasn't just a specialist rock climbing club or canoe club or chess club. I was one of these people who loved butterflying around and doing a bit of this and a bit of that and not getting expert at anything. But I didn't want to and there wasn't a multi-activity club. And in some respects, it stems from the fact that I used to be involved in scouting and youth clubs and so on. But at this stage, I'm 26, so they wouldn't have
Sure.
me at the youth club. They were going, go away, you're too old. No,
Sure.
I'm joking. But so I decided to set up a multi-activity adventure sports and social group and asked a few friends, and lots of people seemed to be interested at the time. And this is back in 1981, and before the websites
Sure.
and faxes and mobile phones and so on. So it was all done through the post. And the original idea was once a month we would go off on the last Saturday or Sunday of the month, and we'd do something that would add spice to life. That was unusual, that funky, different,
Sure.
so we could blow the cobwebs away from
Hmm.
life's mundane, sort of
Yeah.
normal routines. So we do things like we go swimming with sharks in the fish tank at SeaWorld, or we go to learn fire eating with a fire eating instructor,
Wow.
or we go and do a ghost sleepover in a haunted house somewhere. Or so we started to find really unusual things. Now, and in its beginning, that was the idea. We just do it once a month, but because people started to meet and make friends and really enjoy it, they were going, oh, let's meet up to swap the photographs. Then you had to meet physically, didn't you, to sort of see
Of
each other's
course.
photographs
Yeah. Yeah.
um, 2 weeks after you'd sent them off. It feels like the dark ages.
Yeah.
Um, and so we started to have a pub meet and then a restaurant. And the club became social from an adventure sports thing. It became also very social. So moving on 30 years, we're now at a stage where obviously it's all on the web and people book on the web and see our activities. And you join your local branch. Obviously, originally it was just here in Manchester, but now it's all over the country. So you might join Spice London or Spice East Midlands or West Midlands or Spice Scotland.
Sure. Sure.
And there's over 100 to 200 events a month in each location
Wow.
happening. And so it stands for Special Program of Initiative, Challenge and Excitement,
Yeah. Yeah.
is what SPICE stands for.
Okay. That's interesting.
And yeah, and then and basically that's what it's about. It's about meeting people, making friends, having fun, by going on activities and events. It's like an offline, online club, if you like.
I understand.
So
So people subscribe to this club. Is that how that works, Dave?
yeah, you can join. You actually it's a subscription-based system, so you become a member. It costs it costs £12 a month to be a member,
Right.
and you pay by monthly direct debit. But we do have a 3 month unconditional money back guarantee while you try us out. And to be honest, at the moment, because it's the time of the year, we're running a deal where we don't take your money for 2 or 3 months, depending on which club you join, so that you've got a fair length of time to try us out.
Sure.
Obviously, we're not bothered about we don't want people to join and then find out it's not for them and then
Sure.
leave. We'd rather give them their money back and let them have a try. So
And you communicate to your members by email. They get info. How frequently do they get information from the
Yeah,
the
their
main
local branch.
local branch. Yeah, how frequently are they informed of stuff?
Well, having joined, they get a joining pack and then they get the current newsletter, which comes out to them every couple of months. There's a printed copy, but the website is a live website, and events are being added every day, and the members are looking at it and booking every day. So, and we send out emails to them depending on their interests, sort of just general with information and what's happening. And obviously, we've got a Facebook page and a Twitter stream, and some
Sure.
people engage with us there. And so there's lots of different ways of staying in touch and seeing what's going on.
Well,
I mean, quite honestly, a lot of it is word of mouth. So that, once
yeah.
you've got involved, you start to meet people. They'll be saying, "Oh, the fire eating's coming up, and I really fancy that." So very often we find things go around through social networking and word of mouth. But obviously, we are communicating with our members all the time with in
Sure.
different all the different ways. It's all about multi channels these days, isn't it?
Sure. Are the events limited to a certain number of people, or do you accommodate pretty much as many need to go
Yeah,
there?
no, they're limited, and they're limited by the nature of the event. So, for example, if we've just had a Christmas glass bauble workshop, blowing workshop,
Oh wow.
for example, in the Thames Valley area, and so the workshop could only take 6 people, because it was obviously, well, I would have thought relatively not safety wise,
Yes.
A ramble might only be able to take 15, or a rock climb abseil day might only be able to take 12. So
Yeah.
it's very much dependent on the numbers, but we have some obviously events that are unlimited. And I mean, we've just had a ball with 800 people on in Manchester. A sort of our celebrating our 30th anniversary. We've just had a trip not long ago to Centre Parks and had 650 on that. And we
Wow.
also ran it's a knockout in the summer with 200 on. And so
Okay.
we get big numbers for some things.
Yeah. So so obviously you're able to buy accommodation and various other things at very good rates. I would have thought if you're
That's right.
if you're buying
That's
something.
right. And
And
we've
some of
got
these
some
events are
those
just for
discounts.
one day, Dave. Am I right? Just some of these events are for one day.
Some of them are just for an evening, even. I mean, in the week, and there's badminton nights and dancing and sort of workshops, and it's a huge program.
So really, for a single person, they've no excuse but to get onto one of your groups. I mean,
It's
it's great.
yeah, it's great. We're not a singles club,
No.
but we know that the majority of members, probably 80%, are single people. Because it's the single people who, if you've got a partner, then you're happy at home watching telly and chatting, but if you're on your own, you sat on your own. So and it can be lonely. So it's great to be able to just pick up the phone or come out to a badminton night or a talk or a walk or a quiz night, and then slowly you build a network of friends within the local branch. And they obviously there are loads of things then happening
Yeah.
outside of the official program, where the members get together these days. And so very quickly, people often tell us that they've just got an amazing social life.
Really, it's great. It
From
sounds
yeah,
good,
yeah,
and very good friends because the best buddies you meet generally you meet on holiday, don't you? And at these events, so it's great to hook up with
yes.
people that you meet at these things. It's really quite team building stuff, I suppose, with some of the things you do.
It's all about shared experiences and bonding. And if you do something a bit quirky, I don't know, like a high ropes course, or um, something a bit a
Mm.
bit unusual, then you bond with those people because you've shared that unusual experience. And
I think the good
obviously,
thing about what you do, judging, I'm obviously only recently come across you, Dave, but the exciting thing about what you do, if listeners can sort of relate to this, is that when I go away, I look for things to do that you actually provide.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
in a
crazy. I mean, I remember when we were in Mexico a couple of years ago, and there was like a James Bond boat kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So we went out and bought into that. But I dare say you organise these things, as part of the trip.
On the holidays we do, but even in some respect, I know somebody once said to me, go on holiday, often, and the rep great making sort of farm. And on Tuesday we've got a trip on a
Dave, let me
boat,
stop you
and
there a
on
sec.
Wednesday
Dave,
we've got
let
this.
me stop you there a sec. Dave, let me stop because we're going to have to cut and edit because we lost the sound for a little bit there. So just track back and we'll go for it again.
Did you get your question all right?
Just need you to answer that again, I think, because if you can come back to me where I said
Yeah,
um, kind of these are of things that
yeah,
I
got
would
it,
normally
got it,
go out
got
of my way to find, and then you
right.
said, yeah, go on, go for it, then.
Yeah, we very much so. In fact, one of the quite often members have said to us, you know, when you go on a holiday and for a week, and the rep will offer you a program of events that week, and it's all very exciting. You know, Monday we'll go on a boat ride, and Tuesday we're going to a sangria, great picking farm, and Thursday we'll go to a local market. Well, in a way, it's when you come back off holiday that all sort of stops and you go back to normal life.
Sure.
And our day-to-day clubs in the regions, they're offering a program of activities every night of the week. So on Monday you can go and have a blackjack evening, and on Tuesday you can have temping bowling or a pottery painting workshop, or we go to the dogs, or all sorts of things, a dinner
Interesting.
shuffle or theatre.
Fantastic.
And then weekends is hugely organising all the activities. So that's much more focused on the outdoor activities and so on. But then again, the holidays, yes, obviously overlaid on this local structure, if you like, is our national holiday program. So all the members nationally are able to look at our program, and we run about 50 trips a year, about one departure a week. And they go all over the world, and that's our members then. We meet up at the airport, and off we go. Oh, it could be we go. I'm going down the Grand Canyon rafting in May, for example.
Wow. Wow.
There's a whole load of ski trips we're just about to get involved with, because it's
So
obviously
you're an adventure junkie yourself, Dave?
I am, yes, but we also do like chill out type holidays, like a Turkey Gully cruise. We go, walking in Tenerife. We do some tours as well, so we go to China and Vietnam,
Oh, wow.
and more of a touring holiday. So we do the trekking to Nepal, and we do everything from that, which is a couple of grand, down to a chill out in Lake Garda just for a week, relaxing for £399, including 3 hours free bar every night.
Wow. 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 That's cool. That's great.
So there's something for everybody.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Dave, well, look, we've got to crack on. I know you've got a fantastic offer there to tell us about. I just wondered if you'd like to sort of
Sure. Well,
enlighten us a bit more about that.
yes, we'd love to uh, sort of give your listeners an offer. And what we've put together is, if anybody goes along and has a look at the website, and if they Google Spice or Spice UK, they should find us. And if they decide to join, having looked at how our membership works and give us a go, then when they're joining, you join online. There is a little box that says, "How have you heard about Spice?" or promotion code. And if you write in there Steve Harris, um, then we will give those people a voucher booklet of £100 worth of vouchers, and they can spend those on the events coming up. Now they are broken down, so there's £5 for this and £10 for that, rather than you can just say, oh, well, I'll use that £100 towards that balloon ride. Do you know what I mean? So they're spread out, but it does help you get started, and you can spend £100 with us over the next 12 months,
That's
and it
great.
reduces your cost. So that's a little special Steve Harris exclusive there for you.
Fantastic. And I should also add to listeners, all of the links and website links will be on my Facebook page and the Steve Harris Radio Facebook page. So if anybody wants to get Spice links off that, then please feel free to do so. Dave, it's been
And we've
fantastic.
got a Facebook page.
I've got,
Yes, of
you've got a Facebook page.
course, yes. Spice UK. So we've got a YouTube channel with loads of movies of the activities and events.
Sure,
So
sure, sure.
check us out.
That's super cool. Great, Dave. Well, thanks so much for chatting to us today. It's been great having you on the show. and we look forward to a spicy new year.
Absolutely.
Thanks very
Thank,
much, Dave. Cheers.
thanks, Steve. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.